Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sister Wives News. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown speaks out about Garrison Brown before the release of Season 19. Undeniably, it is a heart-wrenching experience that Cody and Janelle are facing after the tragic passing of their son. But she talks about the devastating lesson she learned from losing her son, Garrison. Janelle Brown speaks out about Garrison's death. Without a doubt, the world froze on March 5, 2024, for the Browns when they learned that Garrison Brown had taken his life. While the news was earth-shattering, each of the Browns is navigating their world without him. But ahead of the release of Sister Wives Season 19, and just 6 months after the loss, Janelle Brown has decided to speak on mental health in hopes that others can use the knowledge she has now in hindsight. Janelle Brown was blindsided. Sadly, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown says they were blindsided by Garrison Brown's suicide. She says, "We just had no idea that he was in that place." While she knows that substance abuse can play tricks on users, she accepts that had a hand in the matter. However, she didn't see it coming, she reflects, but he didn't ever express any kind of extreme sad feelings. Likewise, much like Robin Williams, she described his last days. In fact, he was very funny, very upbeat. Furthermore, she witnessed so many things going right in his life. She adds, he had a career path that he was excited about. He had a life, he had friends. Admittedly, Janelle and the family were in shock. She never had any idea that it would go this way. Warning signs. By all counts, Janelle Brown says they didn't witness any traditional warning signs. Notably, he was frequently talking and interacting with family. He excitedly adopted a new cat and was eager to take on new career goals. As Janelle continues to sort through the death, she acknowledges, "We actually were having conversations. He had all the resources that he could have needed." Then, she shares, "This was just such a shock. We just never expected this." Additionally, she describes her feelings before his death. "I really actually had sort of thought like, okay, maybe he's finally starting to get his momentum." Sympathizing with how difficult life can be, she adds, "It's hard in your 20s to find your path. And I was really excited, so it was such a shock, because there was just no indication at all." Since the new season of Sister Wives will come to screens next week, Janelle Brown wants to confront the idea that mental health can be a silent struggle. She confesses that a lot of young men his age have mental health problems that get overlooked. Undeniably, wanting to help others avoid a tragic situation like Garrison Brown's suicide, Janelle voices how more awareness and action should be directed at mental health. She says, "We should be speaking more, especially about mental health for men, and that there's no shame in getting help and seeking help." Reiterating the devastating lesson she learned, "We just had no idea. This was such a shock to us." However, not only did Janelle Brown learn how hidden issues can slide by, but she is making changes in her family. As a result, the Browns have new behaviors they are exercising since the passing of Garrison Brown. Vulnerably, she shares, "We're very real and we assess." Further explaining, life situations come up and we're always like, okay, so what about mental health? We actually say the words and we wait to hear what's really happening, not just kind of gloss over it. I think we're definitely putting more stock in mental health in our family. Janelle Brown battles demons of her own. Although as a mom, Janelle Brown has faced the question of whether she could have done differently, she accepts that she did the best she could for Garrison. She says, "I don't know what we could have done differently." Reflecting, she adds, "We were definitely, and I would encourage everybody to be that way. We were having real conversations with him. We were offering resources, we were always talking to him, we were loving him. All the things were there. It really just was something he could not. Like the demon, he couldn't get on top of the battle. He couldn't seem to get over." She focuses on love. While Janelle Brown is beside herself thinking about the what-ifs, she is confident she showed him love throughout his life. She says, "It just wasn't for lack of love or lack of anything. And all I can do is think. We always ask ourselves, could we have done something more? But I don't know." Janelle knows she must continue to live her life. She says, "I think that's a grief trap because I think, ultimately, everybody is responsible for their own actions and their own decisions. But we did everything. We really did everything that we could have done. And unfortunately, sometimes that still isn't enough." However, Janelle is getting up each day and trying to love deeply and seize the moments she has with her remaining family. Sadly, she doesn't know how she could have saved Garrison, but she will continually pour into her loved ones. Sister Wives Season 19 returns Sunday, September 15 at 10/9 on TLC. Then it will stream later on Max. Ask for help if you are battling a silent war, and further, extend kindness and care for those around who may be in their own fight. Do you have similar devastating lessons you have learned like Janelle Brown is embracing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. It looks like you're working on a compelling narrative for your YouTube channel, Sister Wives News, focusing on Janelle Brown's reflections after the tragic loss of her son, Garrison. Here's a structured outline and suggestions to help you expand it into a 5,000-word story while ensuring you maintain a thoughtful and sensitive tone throughout. Title: Navigating Grief, Janelle Brown's Journey After the Loss of Garrison. Introduction, 300 words. Introduce the context. Briefly mention the impact of Garrison's death on the Brown family and the upcoming Season 19 of Sister Wives. Set the emotional tone of the piece, emphasizing the importance of mental health awareness. Part 1. The heart-wrenching news, 600 words. Describe the moment the Browns learned about Garrison's passing on March 5, 2024. Share initial reactions and emotions from family members, focusing on Janelle's perspective. Include how this news affected their family dynamics and public perception. Part 2. Understanding the Pain, 800 words. Delve deeper into Janelle's reflections on Garrison's life leading up to his death. Discuss the complexities of mental health, particularly in young men, as highlighted by Janelle. Include quotes from her interviews or public statements to provide authenticity. Part 3. The Shock of Suicide, 800 words. Explore the common misconceptions about suicide and mental health. Discuss Janelle's feelings of being blindsided by Garrison's struggle. Include statistics or expert opinions on warning signs of mental health issues in young adults. Part 4. Conversations around mental health, 800 words. Highlight Janelle's advocacy for open discussions about mental health, particularly for men. Discuss the changes in family dynamics and communication since Garrison's passing. Provide examples of how the Brown family is working to foster an environment where mental health is prioritized. Part 5. The Role of Love and Support, 800 words. Focus on Janelle's reflections on love, support, and the efforts made to communicate with Garrison. Discuss the importance of love in times of crisis, addressing the feelings of guilt and responsibility that often accompany grief. Share insights on the impact of unconditional love in mental health struggles. Part 6. Moving Forward, 600 words. Discuss Janelle's ongoing journey of grief and healing. Highlight her commitment to her remaining family and the lessons learned from this tragic experience. Emphasize the importance of seeking help and supporting one another during difficult times. Conclusion, 500 words. Reflect on the lessons learned by Janelle and the importance of mental health awareness. Encourage viewers to be vigilant about mental health in their communities. Invite viewers to share their thoughts, experiences, and lessons learned in the comments section. Call to action. Encourage viewers to seek help if they or someone they know is struggling with mental health issues. Invite them to subscribe for more content and to stay tuned for the new season of Sister Wives. Additional tips.